So you will remember that so there were two lines that stood out, which is saying a lot considering that, every section that she shared, every image that she presented was so rich. But the parts that really just grabbed me and stayed with me, she echoed Amanda Gorman echoed a concept that I've been thinking of for years and years and years and years and years. And that is our United States. And in fact, every one of us and anything that we encountered is not broken. It's unfinished. And as soon as I received her words of that, I recognized that we were kindred, looking at the same nation with more than hope, with just so much love, right? So much love and expectation and awareness that we get to help continue write this story. And the final lines of her poem, I'm paraphrasing, but she says that there is always a light. There's always a light. No matter what you're seeing, it's always there. But you have to be brave enough to see it. You have to be brave enough to be it, to be that which you're looking for in the world. And she's, of course, paraphrasing Gandhi, and he got it somewhere. It's a human concept that we're just continuing to share forward with and for one another so that we remember the task that we are joyfully called to be the light. So I'll play it on the guitar, but it's mostly intended as an acoustic a cappella piece. So I'm going to slap my capo on the second fret here. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll start here. A. There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will be the light. So that's the foundational melody. And let's go ahead and put that. I've got a trusty dusty looper here with me, so we're going to go ahead and sing that 2 more times maybe. So we have that there. Let's see. And mama, there. All right, so let's put a couple of rounds of this song into the looper. There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. So one more time. There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. So the second part in the video, I sang it in order of the sort of the inspiration. As the parts came, I basically presented them. But if I were inviting a choir to sing with me now, I would add the bass part next. So let's do it that way. There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. See the light, be the light, shine, climb this hill. There is always light. So the bass is doing a pickup to there is always a light, there is always light. So it comes in, it kind of gets a call and response feel when the bass gets added in. So I'll sing it in context now with the foundational melody. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. See the light, be the light, shine, climb this hill. One more time together. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. We know we will be light. So here's our alto, I guess. Alto tenors are kind of interchangeable. There is always, so we'll have the melody going. There is always a light. There is always light. There is always light. See the light, be the light, shine. Climb this hill, we know we will be light. So the melody starts on the one. There is always a light. There is always light. There is always a light. There is always light. See the light, be the light, shine. Climb this hill, we know we will be light. There is always, okay? So let's put it into context. 2, 3, 4. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. We know we will be light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. We know we will light. There is always light. See the light, be the light, shine. Climb this hill, we know we will be light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine the rise in the dark of night, to climb this hill, we know we will be. So then there's the soprano part, and it equally, it's the same message in different words. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. And I need to speak to this because last year I had, which wasn't really an epiphany, but I was able to put it into song. It was a message that we all know. It was just something that wanted to be sung through me. A dear friend wrote a song, Exalting the Light, which we often do, and partially because, in daylight we can see we are diurnal creatures. We yearn towards the light like many of our plant friends do. But at the same time, we often, and partially because of cultural lessons that we've learned, dishonor the dark. Often. Not always, and not all of us. But it was important for me to acknowledge the darkness, whether it be actual night, whether it be those of us with dark skin, whether it be moments of grief and turmoil and difficulty, whatever that darkness is, figurative and literal, to honor it as part of our human experience and to recognize that it is to be as exalted and appreciated as the light. That they're two sides of one coin, right? And you can't appreciate the light without the darkness, and the darkness helps. And so, I could go on all day and night about the yin and yang of this, but I just wanted to speak that out as I sing, shine your light in the darkness. I hope that you hear the honor that I feel towards the darkness in that call. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. I may have changed the key. Let's find out. I did not. Cool. So one other minor thing, a gift in the world. A dear person, Beth Siverson, who I haven't met yet, so I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, transcribed this song. And actually the sheet music is available on my website, like as of today, so I'll make sure you guys get access to that. But she, in her first draft, she put, be a gift to the world. And at first I was like, well, that coincides with the syllable to on together when one of the other parts sings that. And I thought, well, that's going to sound good. But then I also had to recognize the muse, my muse, gave me the lyric, gift in the world. And there's probably a reason for it. So I sat down for a few seconds to be sure that it mattered, and that I wasn't just being picky about my pronouns, right, or about my prepositions. And indeed, in the world, that is the preposition I want in that spot, because I think it reminds us that we're not here shining our light, like, here world, here's a thing, you can have it. It's like we're in the world. We are in communication, in relationship with the rest of the world, shining, being shined on, inspiring, being inspired, dancing with one another in the world. It's not a giving to. What Emma's Revolution does isn't just, I'm giving you guys something. They are fabulous, and there is an exchange. They are in this relationship with you, right? And I know you feel that every time you get together, that there is a give and a take. I'm in the world. I'm not giving it something. I'm just part of the cycle of this, the circulation of this energy. So we're going to sing in and not to the world. You wouldn't have even noticed, but because it came up in the last couple of days, it's super present for me. ba 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 ba, shine. Here we go. Let's sing it in context. 2. It starts right on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. To see the light. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. There is always shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. See the light. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. There is always shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. To see let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. So the only part that remains is a direct harmony with that shine your light, shine your light. So it sings the shine your light harmony twice. Shine your light in the darkness, shine your light in the darkness. And when we get to let your bright heart burn out loud, it's an unison, but an octave below. So is that unison? Maybe not. Okay. So I'll just put these two together so you can hear them. 2, 3, 4. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. Shine your light in the darkness. Shine your light in the darkness. Let your bright heart burn out loud and be a gift in the world. Okay, so those are the 5 layers of the song. And so I'd like to bring them in again, one at a time.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. The only difference between what we're doing here and what's on the video that you might have seen on YouTube is that I modulate it. I go like I think a full step higher, which the looper might have a way to do that. I don't know what it is. So I'm hearing the first line, there is always a light, that part as being tenor. We'll just call it that. And then the second part I presented was the bass part. There is always light. And then I presented the alto part, which corresponds pretty closely with the bass part. All right, here we go. Let's start from that first part. There is always a light. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, sing. There is always a light. When we are ready to see it, there is always a light. When we are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill, together we will. Let's do that again. There is always a light. When we are ready to see it, there is always a light. When we are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Here comes the bass. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. All right, now, Toast, here we go. Together we will. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. We know we will. There is always light. There is always light. We are ready to see it. There is always a light. There is always light. We are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill. Here comes the high. Together we will. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. To see the light, to be the light, to shine your eyes in the dark of night, and be a king. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. To see the light, to be the light, to shine your eyes in the dark of night, and be a king. All right, now to two. Together we will. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. To see the light, your bright heart burn out in the dark of night, and be a king. Together we will. One more time. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. There is always shine your light. There is always darkness. To see the light, your bright heart burn out in the dark of night, and be a king.